I was reading a book by a popular author and he talks about how he went from the age of 20 to 30 doubting his ability to ever make it in life, feeling like he was falling behind everyone he knew, to starting his first $1 million business at age 31 and then going on to start 3 more after that. What's even crazier is that in his late 20s, he was working multiple jobs, one of which was working for an ice cream company where he drove around in a van selling ice cream to other vendors. And this guy was a college graduate with a degree in marketing. He didn't lack education, it just lacked belief. You see, he believed that he wasn't smart enough, good-looking enough, or talented enough to ever have anything in life. But if he had only held on to that belief for a little longer, he might have ended up homeless. Because one day while he was driving around selling ice cream to these other vendors, he saw something that completely changed everything. He saw a group of college students sitting outside of a restaurant and they were laughing and having a great time. And it hit him that those students are the same age as me. They're probably living paycheck to paycheck, eating cheap food, trying to make it in this world just like me. It was at that moment that his entire belief system shifted. He realized that he wasn't actually behind. He was just starting at a different place than everyone else. Some people start off with advantages and some people don't. But at the end of the day, everyone is just winging it. No one has their shit together. We all just show up to the party every day and try to have a good time. His belief shifted from "I'm not good enough" to "everyone is struggling. Everyone is fighting." This realization gave him the courage to put himself out there, start his first business, and the rest is history. This story really resonated with me because I can relate to what this guy was going through. When I graduated university, I felt pretty lost. I had spent the last 3 years studying something I didn't care about so that I could get a job that I also didn't want. And I thought I had failed because I didn't have a plan B. I mean, when I was growing up, my parents always told me, get good grades, get into a good school, get a good job. And I did exactly that. But now that I had accomplished what my parents wanted me to accomplish, I had no idea what to do next. I remember sitting at my desk in my parents' house staring at the wall thinking to myself, what the hell am I supposed to do with my life? I felt stuck, I felt behind, and most of all, I felt alone. But one day something changed. I was driving home from a friend's house and I was listening to a podcast. On this podcast, the host was interviewing a successful entrepreneur who had started his own business. And this entrepreneur was talking about how he had no plan when he dropped out of school. He just took a leap of faith and started learning as he went. That's when it hit me. All of these feelings of being behind and hopeless, they're just made up by us. There's no actual metric to measure success. We just tell ourselves stories about why we are or aren't successful. For example, if someone lives in Africa and makes $1,000 a month, they would be considered rich in comparison to 71% of people who live in Africa and make less than $1,000 a month. But if that same person moves to the US and makes $1,000 a month, they would be considered poor, because the average salary in the US is $60,000 a year. What I'm trying to say is that our perception of where we are in life is relative. We always compare ourselves to people who are in a similar situation as us. We look left and right to see if we are ahead or behind, and we talk ourselves into believing whatever narrative is most comforting. The truth is that we are all just trying to figure it out as we go. And I know it doesn't feel like it sometimes, but it's actually a beautiful thing. When I realized this, I felt a huge weight lift off my shoulders. I realized that I didn't need to follow anyone else's path. I could just blaze my own trail and do whatever the hell I wanted. This realization gave me the freedom to take risks and try new things. And eventually, I was able to quit my unfulfilling job, start my own business, and pursue my dreams. So if you're feeling stuck or behind or hopeless, just remember that everyone is struggling. Everyone is fighting. You are not alone. If you want to learn how to stop comparing yourself to others and start focusing on your own journey, here are 3 things that help me stop caring what other people think. 1. Know that your self-worth is not determined by your achievements. Your achievements are a reflection of your effort and hard work, but they don't define who you are as a person. You are more than your achievements. You are more than what you do for a living, how much money you make, or what car you drive. These things are just superficial and they don't matter in the grand scheme of things. In fact, the more you focus on these superficial things, the more you will chase what other people want instead of what you want. And the more you will start to believe that you are worthless if you do and have these things. So focus on what really matters, your character, your values, and the difference you make in the world. Those are the things that truly define who you are. 2. Understand that you cannot control what other people think. We often waste a lot of energy trying to get other people to like us or trying to change their minds. But the truth is that you cannot control what other people think. People will always have opinions, and it's not your job to change their minds. In fact, the more you try to change other people's minds, the more you will only dig yourself into a deeper hole. So let go of the need to please others and focus on what you want. Focus on your goals and what you want to achieve. Don't waste your time and energy trying to control what other people think. And 3, remember that time is limited. We often forget that life is short and we don't have much time left. So don't waste it trying to chase other people's dreams or trying to make them happy. You only get one shot at this. One day you're gonna look back on your life and think about all the moments that made it meaningful. So don't waste your time trying to impress others. Instead, focus on what you want and go for it. Life is too short to be anything but happy. And remember that if you ever need help along your journey, there are people who genuinely want to help you. In the comment section below, please write down "I got this" if you have watched this far. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.